The Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network welcomes you to the following presentation of the Minnesota State High School League.
2, 3, Hunter Fritos. Ball gets inside for Bjorkman. Bjorkman inside, dunks! Parker Bjorkman, a shot! Block on front, they score! They score! They did it!
Welcome to the Chaska Community Center on this Thursday evening. I'm Taylor Hansen, coming to you live on the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network, bringing you live coverage of your Chaska Hawks as they face off tonight in their first Metro West Conference game of the season versus the St. Louis Park Orioles. Coming into this game, Chaska with a 9-5 record, with a 5-game win streak coming into this game. St. Louis Park with a 6-6 record. St. Louis Park losing to Edina in their last game by a score of 8-0. This is the first Metro West Conference game here for both teams, so it'll be a good matchup here tonight. Starting in goal for St. Louis Park, a junior, number 39, William Penny. Penny comes in his game with his 12. This will be his 13th game played, 12 games before this, with a 4.24 GAA and a .872 save percentage. And for your Chaska Hawks, a sophomore, number 39, Jack Stark. Stark coming in this game. This will be his 6th game played, of a 2.98 GAA and a .877 save percentage. Now we're ready to drop the puck. Warner wins the draw back to Kester. Now he gives it up to McDonald. McDonald tried to give it down to Pillick, but that one's lost. And now Pillick tried to give it back, but it's tipped. And that will be Sam Berry who will take it up for St. Louis Park. But he loses it. Here comes Pillick. Pillick with a shot to goal. Right, Pillick. A minute and 28 seconds in this game. That will be Pillick's 14th goal of the season in his 15 games played. So Pillick averaging just under a goal a game. Excuse me, that was 28 seconds in the first period. I forgot high school 17-minute. So that will be Pillick from Warner and Kester. That will be Warner's 8th assist of the season, 47th of his career. And it'll be Kester's 17th assist of the season, his 96th of the year. So Kester looking for his 100th assist this season in these next few games. Or, excuse me, 100th assist of his career. And that one's put down. And that will give Kester the puck. And now it's given up to Bauer Berry. And now that'll be Sully Sholey behind the net. And he'll take a spill. And it's picked up by Pittman. But Pittman loses it. And it's taken away by Thomas. And that's picked up by Bronson as he gets it up to Barry, and Barry will take it down for Chaska. Barry with a sweet toe drag there and give it to Bronson. Bronson with a shot saved by Penny. Good opportunity there by Chaska, but they're unable to capitalize as William Penny slides across his crease and saves it with his glove. That'll be ringer on the boards from McDonald, but unable to get to Magnuson as it's taken by Collins. Collins coming down with a shot. That one just wide out of the net. And a shot there saved by Stark off his pad, and now McDonald looks for Pillick, but he's unable to give it to him, and now Warner will try to keep that one in his own as he does, and pressured on by Young. Young batting it down with his hand as he takes control of that one. And that one will go up out of play and hit the wall. And now it will be Olmscheid, and unable to see the St. Louis Park number, but Olmscheid in hand on that draw. Olmscheid won it back to Erickson. He dumped it in for the Hawks, and now Ben's battling with Dvorak. Now it's picked up by St. Louis Park and dumped in the zone. There's pressure hard there. And Erickson will bring around the board and give up to Starkey. Starkey down to Benz. Benz with the tip pass there to Lavelle. It's a 3-on-3 into the St. Louis Park zone, but pass intended for Olmscheid. It's picked off, but Olmscheid retains coverage of it and gives out to Lavelle. Lavelle looking for a wraparound goal, but that's saved by Penny. And a shot there from Bronson right into the shin pad of McCabe Dvorak, and he'll take a stinger as he tries to skate that one off. And now Dvorak takes down Thomas as he's put on that forward check, and Bronson will try to give up to Barry as he banks him off the boards and gets it to him. And Barry gives off to Thomas. Thomas looking for Barry, but that one's just tipped off his shin pad. Well, slowly short, they'll give it back to Kester. Kester looking for a shot, but not taking one. As he finds his deep partner Billy Bronson. Bronson with a shot there, saved by Penny, and another shot there by Kester, saved by the blocker of Penny. And that net will be dislodged here with 12:22 remaining in this first period, and we'll get a stoppage of play. And that'll be Thomas gets tied up with number 29, seems not to be on the roster here, but and that one's played out by Penny. He gives it to his D partner. And that's dumped in by St. Louis Park and picked up by Magnuson, and as he looks for that would be Bauer Barry. Barry looking for a shot, but he settles for a pass, but Thomas's stick is lifted up by hand. And now it's given back to Kester. Kester looking for Palick. That sauce pass is just over his stick, and now McDonald will get that back. He's going to try to dump it into the zone for the Hawks and try to get cleared out, but Warner batted that one down. Now it's given up to Perlman. Perlman trying to get out of the neutral zone for the Orioles, but as he does, but it's picked up by Bronson. Bronson trying to look over to Kester. Pressure on, but McDonald gains control of it for Chaska. McDonald looking in front for Warner. Warner unable to get a stick on it as it's intercepted. Now Kester will try to get that one back, but intercepted by Collins. Collins coming down. Bronson put the body on him and takes that puck away. Now it's picked up out in front from Jacob Johnson. Johnson unable to get a shot off. He gets tied up by Kester, and we'll get an icing with 10:31 remaining in this first period. We'll hear a message from your captain, Mike Kester. We'll be right back.
I'm Captain Mike Kester, and you're watching Hawks Hockey on CHBN.
10:31 remaining in the first period. This will be Omshad on the draw here against Jacob Johnson. Johnson wins it back, but no one's there to collect it for the Orioles. Let's get off to Benz. Benz give it to Barrett. Barrett looking for Lavelle, but that one goes right off his stick. And that's put on in front of the goal. Ethan Benz. 10 minutes and 14 seconds remaining in this first period. Ethan Benz finds the back of the net for his 4th goal of the season. Omshad and Sorensen on that opening draw. So it'll be Ethan Benz unassisted with 10-14 remaining in this first period. Chaska takes an early lead here, 2-0. Now it's picked up by Barry, and he'll dump it in for Chaska as it's put all the way down the other end. And Jacob Young will collect it for the Orioles. He'll get over to his D partner. And they'll break that one out of the zone. Collected by Erickson as he rings that one around the boards to Starkey. Now Sholey will tip it up to Warner. Warner stick just long enough there to collect that one, and we get an icing with 8:52 remaining in this first period. Chaska with the early lead by a score of 2-0. And Bronson finds Pillick. Pillick banked that one off the boards to McDonald. And no icing there as Donald almost touched that one as he loses the edge and takes a spill into the boards. And Warner loses his stick as caught up between the arms of Dvorak. He'll go to the bench and get a sub here. Pillick working with McDonald, has Olmshot behind him. Pillick with a shot. That one on the outside looked like it went in as that water bottle popped up, but see on the outside of the net as Olmshot will drop it back to Bronson. Bronson shot tipped and that one almost went in. Now Pillick is over to Bronson. Bronson looking for the shot tip to McDonald, but Pillick tries to find Bronson again, but it's picked off by Meyer. And now Mike Kester will try to get that one, but it's taken away by Stark. Stark brings it on the boards to Bronson, giving it back to Kester. Kester over to Pillick. Lavelle tries to go around his man, but he's unable to, and he's giving off to Benz. Lavelle to Benz, and saved there by Penny. The rebound from Barry. Another save there by the junior goaltender, William Penny. And that's put out in front. No one's able to get a shot off there as it's taken early by Amelise. Now Ethan Benz will tip that one up to Lavelle. Now Kester gives that one over to his D partner, William Magnuson. Magnuson drops it back to Barry. Barry getting his stick lifted up by Dvorak, and he's unable to get the shot off as they'll go down to the other end for an icing with 6:59 remaining in the first period. Another look around the conference here. Benilde St. Margaret playing Bloomington Jefferson tonight. That game, Bloomington Jefferson up 1-0 early, so there'll be an upset there as Bloomington Jefferson is not ranked and Benilde's 11th in the state 1 rank behind your Chaska Hawks. Chaska coming in this game with the 10 seed in the state. With those new rankings coming out yesterday, they were 12th before, so that Greenway and St. Cloud win, helping the Chaska move up 2 spots to their top 10 ranking. And that's almost picked up by Doss, but he misses that one. It's kept in the zone by Olmscheid. Olmscheid looking for a shot, unable to settle for one. He's going to get a pass over to Pillick, but William Penny slides across his crease and saved that one off the pad. And that one's dumped out of the zone by St. Louis Park, but Bronson able to get a touch, and we'll go down to the other end for an icing. 6:07 remains in this first period. Chaska with a 2-0 lead. CHBN viewers, we'd like to know where you're watching. Tweet a picture of where you're watching CHBN and make sure to include the hashtag CHBN on Twitter. We'd love to see the different places people are watching CHBN tonight. And that's picked up by Bronson. That's put over to Kester. Kester down to Bronson. Back over to Kester. Still tip that one off the boards to Pillick. Pillick over to McDonald. McDonald looking for someone out in front, able to find anyone. He'll give out to the point to Bronson. Bronson looking for a Pillick, but that pass is picked off by Meyer, but he was in control of it. Now Pittman looking back to Meyer, but unable to get it to him. St. Louis Park roster, a very young team, as they had a numerous amount of seniors last year, a good number of juniors and sophomores. So losing a lot of talent from graduation this past season. If you remember correctly, Chaska winning in overtime last season against St. Louis Park at St. Louis Park in the outdoor game, and I'm unsure what the score was last year when Chaska played St. Louis Park here at home, and a glove save there by Penny as he deflects that one over the net. And we'll get an icing with 4:32 remaining in this first period, and we'll get faced off back down in the St. Louis Park zone. And it'll be Barry on that draw against Johnson. And that's picked back up by Sorensen. Sorensen dumping that one in as he's unable to get it past Barry. And Stark will play it out to Barrett. And Barry tries to get up to Fletcher, but off the stick of a St. Louis Park player. And we'll get a face-off here in the neutral zone as it off the stick of the Orioles. So last year, Chaska losing to St. Louis Park at home by a score of 7-1. So big deficit there, but then Chaska traveling to St. Louis Park last season on the 30th of January in that outdoor game, and Chaska winning in overtime by a score of 6-5. And Sully Sholey will take it, and he tries to get a goal, but then a pad save there by Penny as he fumbles around his crease to get back up, and he doesn't have a stick. Chaska going to try to get a shot off, but as Penny has a stick, but he recollects it. It's flicked up, and here comes Pittman for the Orioles. Pittman with a shot that one off the crossbar. And Barry recollects it. He had Fletcher with him, but Fletcher will go off for a change. Barry trying to put it between the legs of William. He's unsuccessful there, and I'll turn the puck back over to St. Louis Park. Barry behind the net for the Orioles. There's a Barry on. Oh, and Collins will try to put a hit on there on Erickson, but he's unsuccessful as he takes a spill over. But save there from Penny, and that one's deflected up in the netting, and we'll get a stoppage of play with 3:08 remaining this first period. Like I was saying, there is a Barry on both teams here from St. Louis Park, a sophomore, number 10, Sam Berry. And for Chaska, also a junior, number 28, Bowerberry. And they are not related as their names are spelled differently. So pronounced the same, spelled different here. As that one's tipped in by Starkey. Starkey with a shot. That one's saved by Penny. Now let's put it out in the Orioles zone. And Stark will pass that one off to Starkey. And Erickson finds McDonald, tape to taste pass there, and he finds Warner. Warner getting checked there in the corner as Pillick. Warner loses his stick, so he'll get off for a change, and Olmscheid will replace him. Pillick trying to find him in front, but there was none. And Olmscheid will keep that one in his own as he banks it off the boards of Pillick. Pillick dropping it back to Bronson. That one batted down by Olmscheid, but unable to get anything off. And here comes Mike Kester, the University of Minnesota commit, as he tries to give it out. And a goal there from Olmscheid. Beautiful drop pass there from Kester out in front. That will put the Chaska up by 3 with 2:04 remaining in this first period. And we'll see who the second assist here goes to in just a moment from your in-arena pay announcer, Greg Erickson. So that'll be Olmscheid from Kester and Pillick. Chaska with the lead here in the first period with 2:04 remaining by a score of 3-0. That one's picked up by Dvorak as he's hit hard by Lavelle. That will turn the puck over as Magnuson bows behind Chaska net with hand. Now Lavelle tried to tip that one up to Olmscheid. He's not there, and that will be tipped in by Barry. That one's swatted down by Dvorak. And Penny will go behind the net to give it off to his defenseman, but unable to get it to him as Sully intercepts that one and gives up to Barry. Barry looking for Thomas, but unable to get there. Barry lifting the stick of Dvorak, which caused a turnover, and that one's getting back to Kester, back to Thomas. Now Bronson up to Sholey. And a shot there from Bronson. That one's just wide. And that one's tipped up into the rafters here as that one's tried to get out of the zone with 30 7/10 of a second remaining in this first period. Chaska with a first period lead here of 3-0. Thomas and Sorensen on that draw. Thomas wins it back to Kester, but he's unable to collect it as it goes back down to the Chaska zone. Giving it to Bronson. Back to Kester. And now Kester looking for a goal. And a goal there from the Kester shot. I believe it was Bowerberry who will pick that one up with 13 seconds remaining. So Chaska will take the 4-0 lead. And that's given over to Pittman. He's going to get a shot off, and that will do it for the first period. So the Bauer Berries from Kester and Bronson with 13 seconds remaining in the first. We'll be right back here on the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network for live third period coverage. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back.
I'm Blaine Warner. Sit back and relax and watch some boys hockey on CHBN. I'm Blaine Warner. Sit back and relax and watch some boys.
GSH Asset Management is a proud sponsor of the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Based in the heart of Chaska, GSH is your one-stop shop for all of your wealth management needs. Visit us online at gshassetmanagement.com or call today at 952-556-1311. GSH Asset Management, building strategies for your financial future.
The Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network welcomes you to the following presentation of the Minnesota State High School League. The Chaska Hawks Broadcast. The Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network welcomes you to the following. The Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network welcomes you to the following presentation of the Minnesota State High School League. The Chaska Hawks Broadcast. The Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network welcomes you to the following presentation of the The Chaska Hawks The Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network welcomes you to the following presentation of the Minnesota State High School League.
2 to 3. Connor Fritos. Got it! Welcome inside for Bjorklund. Bjorklund inside. Dunks! Parker Bjorklund. A shot. Block out in front. They score! They score! They did it!
Welcome back to the Chaska Community Center. Again, I'm Taylor Anson coming to you live on this Thursday evening, bringing you live second period coverage of your Chaska Hawks as we get ready for the second period. Chaska with a 4-0 lead. Those goals were scored by Red Palick, Ethan Benz, Nick Olmscheid, and Bauer Berry of the first period. So Chaska will be on the penalty kill here, as Barry got a slashing penalty as time expired in that first period. And I believe we'll get a tripping here, as now it'll be 4-on-4 hockey. So now it'll be 4-on-4 hockey here with 16:36. Nah, I got this. So 16:36 remaining, 4-on-4 from that Barry and Dvorak penalty. Let's give it out to Kester. Kester looking for a shot there as he finds it, but that one's off the blocker of Penny. That's given out in front to Olmscheid. That one's almost put on net. Olmscheid has Lavelle as he decides to shoot it, and he gets his own rebound, and Chaska goal. Nick Olmscheid with his second of the game with 16:01 remaining here in this second period. So Chaska will take the 5-0 lead. And it will still remain 4-on-4. So 59 seconds into this second period, Olmscheid picks up his second of the night. He assists to Shane Lavelle and Mike Kester. Mike Kester only needing, actually he's had 4 assists on the night here. So one more assist and that would bring Kester to 100 assists on his career. So now it'll be, that draw will be winning back to Magnuson. And get out to Benz, excuse me. Benz shot that one just high. And Benz tries to get it around him, and he does get a shot off as he's dragged down. It's saved by Penny, and that one's deflected. And now Chaska will go on the power play as that Bauer Berry penalty expired. And that one's poked out in front by Penny. And that penalty will expire in 5 seconds here. 2-1, and now it's 5-on-5 hockey. Palick will come down and he puts it out in front, but no one's there to collect it except for McCabe Dvorak of St. Louis Park. And a shot there. Saved by the pad of Stark. Let's go to the point. That one's just off the crossbar. It goes up into the rafters. And we'll get a stoppage of play here at 14:05. And that one's given up to Barry, but back to Thomas, back to Barry. He gives it over to his D partner, John Starkey. Starkey brings that one up to Sholey, but Sholey loses it. And now Sam Barry of St. Louis Park will put that one off the boards. And it's given over to Young. Young dumped that one in for the Orioles. It's given back to Erickson. Erickson taking a spill there behind his own net. But he recollects it, and he's get hit on again by Collins. Collins giving that out to Young. Yeah, it's shot's block, and now scrum out in front, but Jack Stark pokes that one away. And now that one's off the chest of Stark. That one always almost squeaked by him. And Collins will keep it in for the Orioles. Starkey looking for a tip out as he gets it out, and Barry extends his stick, get that one into the zone. Barry tries to put it out in front, but it's picked off by Young. And Amelise will bring that on the boards to Bronson. Bronson putting up to Lavelle. Lavelle trying to find Omshai, but taken away by Young, beamed up by Johnson. Dvorak will take it in for St. Louis Park, but he loses control of it. Now Olmscheid will bring that one around the boards, give it off to Bronson. Bronson off to Kester. Kester driving it back to Benz. Benz over to Olmscheid, and Olmscheid with his hat trick here with 12:13 remaining. So Chaska will take the 6-0 lead. Nick Olmscheid with the hat trick here with 12:13 remaining. Beautiful puck movement there as Kester and Benz worked with Olmscheid. Chaska takes a 6-0 lead. That will be Mike Kester's 100th assist of his career. So Kester with a big mark here tonight, as that will be Dvorak will be hit out in front from Fletcher, and that will mark the net off. And that will go down for an icing from St. Louis Park. And we'll go back down to the St. Louis Park zone with 11:17 remaining. Now, Magnuson loses that one. And now it's put down to Barrett. given to Barrett from Stark. Now Barrett looks for Magnuson. Magnuson looking for McDonald, but that one's put up a little too high as they give it down to Warner. Warner finding Pillick, but he's unable to get it to him. And Pillick will give it over to looking for McDonald, but not giving it to him, as he'll take it around the net himself. Pillick looking for that flick pass to Erickson, unable to get it to him as McDonald tips that one in, but Pillick's tripped up. Now here comes McDonald, gives it over to Pillick. Pillick looking for Warner, but body out in there in front. That one gets deflected, and that one goes down back to the Chaska zone for an icing with 10:07 remaining in the second period.
It's gonna get bad. It already is. I wish.
And now Charlie Goodrich on the ice for Chaska. First time seeing the ice tonight in this evening's matchup. That's given up to Dvorak. And he takes his shot, but he's shooting for Mars on that one as it's put up into the netting. 9:46 remaining in the second period. So a little update on that save there by Stark, don't get covered. But as I was saying, a little update on that Benil-Jefferson game. Benil trailing Bloomington Jefferson by a score of 2-1 after the first period. So that would be a big upset there, and good thing for Chaska if Benil falls tonight, as Chaska and Benil will be trying to win the conference this season with the 10 and 11 seeds in state. So that's given up to, I can't seem to see the number, that's Sorensen. He dumps it in, and it's picked up by Dvorak. Now Erickson rings that one up the boards and looks for Scholey, but that one's untouched, and we'll get an icing here with 9 minutes flat remaining in this second period. Now that pass from Lynch, looking for Keith Fletcher. That one just too far behind him and off the skate, and now it's picked up by Lynch. First time you heard, or second time you heard his name tonight, as you just heard his name the first time. Lynch scoring his first varsity goal last game versus St. Cloud. Chaska with a 9-3 win in that game. Now Fletcher trying to find Kester, unable to, and now Lynch will try to put it between the feet of Young. And now Goodrich is hit hard behind that net. Going out to Kester. Kester looking for Bronson. Bronson trying the new candy cane tactic on his stick tonight. Let's see how that works out for him. And now Kester over to Lynch. Lynch looking for his second career goal, but unable to get that shot on net. And a shot there from Bronson, saved there by Penny. Be interesting to know how many shots these Chaska Hawks have here tonight, as they are really peppering that goalie, but Ethan Benz puts it over the shoulder of Penny, and he'll get his second of the night. So Chaska with a 7-0 lead. Oh. And St. Louis Park will take a timeout, so we'll be right back here on the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network.
GSH Asset Management is a proud sponsor of the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Based in the heart of Chaska, GSH is your one-stop shop for all of your wealth management needs. Visit us online at gshassetmanagement.com or call today at 952-556-1311. GSH Asset Management, building strategies for your financial future.
Welcome back as we are following that St. Louis Park timeout here, and now we're back to action with 7:44 remaining as Lavelle tips that one in, and it's off the blocker of Penny. Now Penny puts that one out in front. It's intended for hand, but he misses that pass, and now Magnuson trying to find a teammate. As he does, he finds Kelvin Barrett. Barrett back to Magnuson. Barrett putting it back to Magnuson. Magnuson down to Lavelle. As Lavelle loses it, and it's intercepted by Barry of St. Louis Park. Given down to Hand again and intercepted, and Benz with a shot, but that's blocked by Boyum. Pillock trying to get another shot off, but taken away by Barry of St. Louis Park. And now here comes Ethan Benz looking for the hat trick, but he's tripped up and no call there as he gets right back up. And William Penny will come out and stop that one with 6:40 remaining. And that's face-off is lost from the Hawks. Now that puck's up the boards and given off to, that looks to be Meyer, and taken away there by Charlie Goodrich. Goodrich gives up to Lynch. Lynch fumbling the puck there as he gives it back to Erickson. Erickson looking for options, and he'll take it behind his own net and regroup and give it back to Lynch. Lynch up to Fletcher. He has a 1-on-2 chance there, but Fletcher loses it. And Pittman will dump it in for the Orioles. I'll give it to Lynch. Lynch will dump that one in for the Hawks. It's behind the net, but Penny unable to stop it as it goes under his stick. And Fletcher will battle with Dvorak on the boards. And no high stick there as it went off the stick of Kester, excuse me, and getting back to Pillock. Pillock over to Kester. Kester down to Bronson. Gives it off to McDonald, but he loses it, and now it's picked up by Emelise of St. Louis Park. 5:25 remaining in this second period. Chaska with a big lead here of 7-0. Warner gives that one back to Kester, and now Bronson looking for Pillock as he was floating on that blue line. That pass is picked off as the referee takes a spill there as he's taken out by a St. Louis Park player. Now Warner tries to find McDonald as he does, but McDonald only get a shot off. He'll try to give it back to Warner. That one's blocked out in front. Back out to the Chaska neutral zone. Will Kester down to Warner. Warner looking for a shot and a goal. Blaine Warner top shelf with the Mama Keeps the peanut butter. And 4:44 remaining in this second period. Chaska with an 8-0 lead. We'll see who the assist goes to here momentarily, but
Scoring for Chaska number 2, Lionette Warner, is 13th of the season. The assist goes to number 4, Rick Kessler, and number 8, Billy Brunson. Time of the goal, 12 minutes, 16 seconds.
so that will be Bronson and Kessler with the assists. That will be Kessler's 6th of the night, 101st of his career. I believe that will be his 6th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Kessler really tallying up the assist column here tonight. And now Keith Fletcher will take a seat in the box off of that open ice hit. So update on that Benilde game. Benilde just tied it up here 20 seconds ago, so 2-2 hockey game. As that'll be Fletcher will get a 5-minute.
Major penalties assist to Chaska number 18. Keith Fletcher, 5 minutes for hit contact. Time of the penalty, 12 minutes.
So that would just be a 5-minute major there for Keith Fletcher for head contact. And Chaska will be on the penalty kill for the remaining of the second period, as there's 3:53 remaining with 4:33 remaining on that Fletcher penalty. And Scholey gets tripped up. No call there, and that one's batted down by Dvorak and taken into the Chaska zone. And saved there by Stark. And St. Louis Park looking for a power play chance here, but a shot there from the point from Pittman. That one's not strong enough to get there, and now Bowerberry will dump that one down to the other end for Chaska. And Thomas loses his stick as he tried to poke that puck away, but that will be taken down by Dvorak for St. Louis Park as he'll drop it back to Johnson. Now here comes Benz on a breakaway, but he's got Young with him, and Benz looking for a shot there. That one's just high. As Benz takes a big hit there into the boards, but he gets back up. Good thing for him there. Now he'll take it by himself. And now that's picked up by Emelise. And now that's put back down into the St. Louis Park zone with 1:56 remaining in this second period. And that one's not touched and will go down. No icing, as one ref had his arm up, the other said no. So now Kessler will take it down for Chaska. He has Olmscheid. Kessler trying to do his signature move, unable to get it off. It's put down to the other end, and no icing, as I believe it must have been touched. Now Bronson's hit hard there from behind. Stark in a weird position there as he was facing the wrong direction, but Pittman unable to get a shot off, and Kessler will battle with Meyer behind that net. Meyer will take it and give it back to Barry. 1 minute remaining in the second period, as you heard from Greg Erickson. That one's out in front. Stark losing his stick, but he got his pad on that one. And now Sam Berry will dump it in for St. Louis Park, but unable to get it there as it's picked off. And a 2-on-1 chance here for St. Louis Park. I'm going to get a shot off, and Kester lifting up the stick of Hellberg. Or that would be Dvorak, excuse me. And now Berry at the point for St. Louis Park, and a shot there. That one hits the leg of his teammate John Meyer. Now Kester gives up to Lavelle, and with 16 seconds remaining. And Sorensen, I'm going to get a shot off. 3, 2, 1. And that will do it here from the Chaska Community Center for your second period action. Chaska with a whopping lead by a score of 8-0. We'll be right back here on the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network for your third period coverage. So don't go anywhere, as we'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Justin Bach, and you're watching Chaska Hawks Hockey on CHBN.
GSH Asset Management is a proud sponsor of the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Based in the heart of Chaska, GSH is your one-stop shop for all of your wealth management needs. Visit us online at gshassetmanagement.com or call today at 952-556-1311. GSH Asset Management, building strategies for your financial future.
The Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network welcomes you to the following presentation of the Minnesota State High School League.
2, 3, Hunter Fritos, got it! Well, gets inside for Bjorklund. Bjorklund inside, dunks! Parker Bjorklund, shot! Block on front, they
Welcome back to the Chaska Community Center, folks. On this Thursday evening, your Chaska Hawks are leading the St. Louis Park Orioles by a score of 8-0. Coming into this third period again, I'm Taylor Hansen, coming to you live on the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network from the Chaska Community Center. Alongside me, Andrew Newman on the camera. And we're getting ready for this third period. St. Louis Park will be on the power play for another 41 seconds here, as from that Keith Fletcher 5-minute major penalty for head contact. And now it's picked up by Pillick, and he'll take it down for Chaska. He gives over to Warner. Warner shot that one just wide. 16 seconds remaining on that Fletcher penalty. And Kester tries to get it, but he loses it at his feet, but he'll somehow get that one back, and he'll give it over to Bronson. And now Warner battling, and now Chaska's full strength as Fletcher gets out of the box. Now that one's picked up from St. Louis Park's hand and given over to Pittman. And Pittman dumps that one in. And we'll have a running time in this third period, as it's a state high school league rule. If the team is up by 6 goals in the third period, it will be running time. And Chaska, as you can see, is up by 8. So that will exceed the running time rule. So even if St. Louis Park scores, clock will still run. So Kester will take it up and he'll dump it in. Chaska just taking this time as a time to improve their skills and improve some things they wouldn't usually try here, as they are up by a score of 8-0. So now Olmshad will take it now for Chaska between the legs of Barry. Unable to get a shot off as he loses it. It's picked back up by Amelis. And now he'll take it for St. Louis Park. That one's, he loses it, and Starkey, excuse me, tips that one out of the zone. That's given over to Thomas. Thomas loses it, and that shot there from Dvorak as he whiffs. 14:52 remains. Thomas loses it again. It's put over to Dvorak, and that one ends up on net, and Stark will get a cover here with 14:42-41. So around 14:40 remaining. And we'll get a face-off here in Chaska zone to Stark's left. Chaska will be back at it in 9 days. So next Saturday, Hockey Day Minnesota special, as Chaska will face off against number 11 seed Benilde here at home. We'll bring you that game live. And for any of you youngsters out there, or parents of youngsters, it was Skate with the Hawks following the varsity game next Saturday. So if you would like to skate with your favorite Chaska Hawks players and get autographs and player cards, be sure to come out to the game and bring your skates and a helmet, and you can skate with your Chaska Hawks following the varsity game. That game will be next Saturday, January 19th on Hockey Day, Minnesota. That one's given over to Magnuson, and now up to Warner, but Warner tips that one in, and McDonald forechecks hard as he'll gain control of it. McDonald loses it now, and it's picked up by Boyum. And now Amelis will take it down for St. Louis Park, and he loses it, but that one trickles in on net, and we'll get a cover here by Stark with 13:07 remaining. We'll get a face-off in the Chaska zone to sophomore goalie Jack Starks left, or right, excuse me, my left, his right. And Chaska will win that one, back to Barrett. Barrett over to Magnuson, back to Barrett. Barrett giving that one. That one, he tries to find a teammate. As he does, he gets up to McDonald. And now Pillick takes that one. He finds a Warner. Warner, and a shot and a goal. So Chaska will take the 9-0 lead. That'll be Blaine Warner's second of the night. With 11, I'm going to say 12:05 remaining as that clock's running. We'll see who the assist goes to here momentarily. An update on that Jefferson-Benil game. Benil trailing Jefferson 3-2 going into the third period.
Put an AirPod in. Right? I would try it.
So Pillick to Bronson. Pillick from Bronson with Blaine Warner with his second point on the, or second goal on the night. That'll be Bronson's second point with, or third point, excuse me, adding to his 2 assists. And Pillick's 1-2 third point of the night, adding to his other goal and assist. And a shot there from Thomas. That one's put up to the netting. And we're going to stoppage of play here with 10:25 remaining. And that one's tipped out of the St. Louis Park zone and will go all the way back down. And Stark will put that one out to Starkey. Starkey over to Erickson. Erickson up to Thomas. And now Erickson finding Barry, and Barry will dump that one in, and Sholey will forecheck hard against Annalise. And that's picked up by Meyer. Taken away by Magnuson. Now Magnuson will take that one for Chaska. He'll get it off to Pillick. Pillick up to Warner. As he taped the tape pass there, Warner gets tied up, and no call there as it's 9-0 game. I'm guessing if that was a lot closer, you get a call, but Warner out in front as he hits the ice. Pillick gives over to Barrett. Barrett with a shot that's just off the chest of Penny. Then we'll go down to the end of the zone. Perelman, first time you heard his name tonight for the Orioles. And he'll get a switch as he forecheck there hard. Now here comes Olmschild. Olmschild has Pillick as he finds him, and Pillick with a goal. So Chaska hitting double digits for the first time this season as they take the 10-0 lead. So Chaska now leading 10-0 with 7:57. I'm going to say that goal was at 8:06 left in that third period. So that'll be Pillick from Warnert. That'll be Pillick, second of the night. I believe it was from Warner, but I'm not sure. So, but they give it to Olmscheid and McDonald. So that's who we'll give it to also. So Pillick from Olmscheid and McDonald. That's Chaska's 10th goal of the game. Pillick, second on the night, his 15th goal of the season. And now Thomas will take it in, but he's hooked up and he tries to find Benz, but unable to. And Shane Lavelle give it back to Starkey. Starkey over to Erickson. And a shot there from Lavelle. And now put Chaska up by 11 with 6:25 remaining. And new goaltender now for St. Louis Park.
Scoring for Chaska, his 11th of the season, number 21, Shane Lavelle. The assists go to number 10, Owen Thomas, and number 15, Charlie Erickson. Time to go, 10 minutes, 50 seconds.
So Thomas from, or Lavelle from Thomas and Erickson on that 10th or 11th goal, excuse me. And with 5:24 here remaining. And that's almost picked up there by Meyer, but Barrett gains control of that one. And now a shot there from Young off the skate of Barrett. That one's put out in front. Sorry for the no commentary here. I'm trying to get a few tweets out to update the score, but I'll be back with you momentarily. And we'll get an icing here from the Hawks with 3:56 remaining, and we'll go back down to the Chaska zone. And a shot on net there. We'll scrum out in front. That one's covered up by Stark, and we'll get a coverage here. .321 remains. Chaska 11. St. Louis Park 0. And now that one's put into the net. Unsure who scored it, but that'll be St. Louis Park's first goal tonight. we'll hear momentarily. And a stop there from Walsh on that breakaway from Olmscheid. That St. Louis Park goal was scored by McCabe. Dvorak, assist to Johnson. And then that is off, and we'll get a stoppage of play. And now that one's taken away by Boyle, but Chaska remains control, and Shane Lovell will take down the ice for the Hawks. He gives it over to Benz. And Benz lost control as he finds Olmscheid. As Erickson will give it off to Benz. Benz waiting, no, and there was an offsides call there as St. Louis Park now going for some extra hits. 1 minute remaining in this game. And now that one will be dumped into Chaska zone, or St. Louis Park zone with 32 seconds remaining. Six seconds remain. And that will do it from the Chaska Community Center. Chaska winning by 10 with a score of 11-1. So that will be the final. 11-1. Chaska comes out victorious here. Your first star of the game, the above and beyond marketing star of the game. Let's start with the number 3 star. I'd have to go with Red Pillick with his 2 goals for the 3rd star. And Nick Olmscheid, or Mike Hester with his, I believe, 6 assists on the night for the 2nd star, and the 1st star of the night, Nick Olmscheid with his 3 goals. Chaska will be back at it next Saturday for Hockey Day Minnesota, right back here at the Chaska Community Center. We'll be giving that game live coverage as well. They will be facing off against the Benilde St. Margaret Red Knights. And again, any youngsters out there, we can skate with the Hawks after that varsity game. So be sure to bring your skates and a helmet, skate with your favorite Hawks players. We'll be back at it next Saturday against Benilde St. Margaret. Final shots on goal here, 47-14. Chaska comes out victorious, 11-1. We'll see you next time, folks, and so